It's the center of the country. Here, you'll find one of the most powerful and wealthy cities in Venezuela. But like any big city, Valencia isn't exempt from having its popular neighborhoods, and in many cases, some pretty risky areas. Today, we're gonna dive in and explore the streets of one of the most turbulent parts of this city. But we'll also take a look at its everyday life and the hidden side that you don't usually get to see. Get ready, because today we're going deep into the most unknown places to discover what real life is like in one of Venezuela's most active cities. Welcome to the south of Valencia. Right now, I am standing in the middle of one of the most incredibly vibrant and bustling spots you can find anywhere in the beautiful city of Valencia. Today, I have decided to make the long trek all the way down to the far south side of town, which is a unique area that not many tourists or even locals ever really dare to visit or explore on their own. This is Avenida Lara, one of the main streets in this city. A heavy flow of people comes and goes constantly all day long, and on weekends it goes on into the night. The same number of people, thank you, is a sign that we should be a little cautious. Even though the area has gotten safer, it's still a good idea not to let your guard down. The south side, probably the liveliest part of Valencia, you could say. Avenida Lara is undoubtedly very busy, night, day, afternoon, at all times. I've been here for several days now, and I never imagined there was a side like this in Valencia. It's a totally different experience coming into these more popular areas. You see everything. You see the sidewalks, you see the street. This place, in its beginnings, started out as a popular residential area. That is, for people who couldn't afford to buy in the northern part of the city. Today, it is transformed into the nerve center of commerce in the south of Valencia. Now, more than 1 million people live here. It's worth mentioning that the vast majority of people who live here are hard-working folks. People who get up every morning for what you see here, to work, to hustle. Some are carrying bags full of snacks, others are hauling boxes. Maybe a guy selling eggs, or those early risers who head out at dawn to shop, to hunt for the day's deals. The guy who sells lollipops and goes out every single day for a few coins, earning their daily bread. Something really curious that happens here is the competition between bus drivers who shout at each other to see who can get more passengers. That's when things get the most hectic. The place turns into a complete whirlwind. It's natural. Some people even get annoyed by the camera. I don't know if you noticed, just now there was some tension with a guy. I think I was close by. I saw the commotion, I saw the hustle and buck. The guy came up to me, but in a threatening way. The thing is, there's a kind of distrust in this area. I noticed there's a lot of police activity. They're really keeping an eye on the situation. There's this constant nervousness in everyone. The police are alert to what's going on. I think it's normal. All city centers are like this. It is the difference, the contrast between the south and the north of Valencia. It really is abysmal. How much are the plantains?
The number 20.
Bolivars. 20 bolivars is what? Like 30 cents, right? In dollars? Yes, more or less. Lara Avenue covers a few kilometers. From one side to the other, it is full of shops of all kinds. And in the center runs the Valencia Metro, which connects a large part of the communities in this area. The place is also perfect for thousands of entrepreneurs who set up on the sidewalks to offer all kinds of goods in exchange for a few dollars. Look at the traffic lights, that's unique. They have an LED on top, which I haven't seen anywhere else in Venezuela. But what you do see a lot of is the style of the shops, kind of like the 80s or 90s, not really updated. Check out these combos, they're like gift sets, right? Well, $3 just like that, right? And it even comes with a perfume. Oh, look, this one even comes with a watch and everything. Look, you can even eat here. check out the options they have. Stuffed potato pastries, empanadas. Look how packed this place is, Red. It's almost lunchtime, and people are bringing their food. Has it always been like this? Has it always been this way, or is it more crowded now than before? Right now, it's more crowded than before because usually when you came to Lara, all these people weren't here. Those street vendors on the sidewalks didn't exist. This has only been happening for a while now. Wow, I want you to see this because I just saw something that really surprised me. Check out how busy this barbershop is. Wow, no, it's just packed. That barbershop is packed. I mean, it impresses me. I wanted to go in because it's there, but like this, and I think it's one of the businesses that has been booming in Venezuela, barbershops. You even see people shaving in the streets. Look, bakery. Look at the prices more or less so you have an idea. These are, what are they called? 60.
Bolivars.
$1.
Yes, $1.
What is this?
Dollar, Dad. That's a mini meat slice.
Mini lunch and meat. Hey, look at these tequeños, Brelling. I mean, huge.
70 bolivars or $1, surely, right?
Hey, wow, here.
We have sachi papas and tequeño, yo. It comes filled with shredded meat, cheese, and beef.
Tequila yo-yos from Zulia, right? Look, and here they have the combo of 2 empanadas and a juice. How about that? Our price is moving up. Very well.
Very well. The prices of the shoes.
$5. Yes.
Look at the prices.
Shoes, $5.
Dollars for a pair of shoes. Wow.
Look at this. And the variety they have, check this out. Kind of like Converse. Well, but I think it does the job, right? It does the job. With dollars? Of course. And if you don't have these, which are more expensive, right? These cost $10. Well, the typical speakers blast some music. That's all over Venezuela. It's a rule, right? It used to be, but over there it's crazy too. Here things are starting to get a little concerning because, you know what? I don't see as many police officers as where we were before.
That's right.
So you have to be more alert here. Good thing I already have my wallet secured, but I don't know, I'm a bit tense. But I see there's like a mini shopping center here. Let's see what's inside. These are the shopping centers you find all over Venezuela, which have gradually been abandoned. But still, little by little, some businesses persist. And look, it's like, yeah, that style, even up there. There are birthday cakes, candy shops, a hair salon like we were talking about, and more food over here. One thing you really have to be careful with here, bro, is the sidewalks. Look at how it is here. Anyone could have an accident here, you know? I keep walking around, and you can see a lot of young people on the streets. Many working, and others kind of wandering aimlessly. Right at this moment, I run into a young rapper who surprises me with his talent, but also fills me in about the area. What's your name?
Joan, that's bad.
Joan, are you from down here in the South?
Yeah, Zappa.
How's this moving around here? Because this is my first time coming to the South, boo. Here in Valencia.
Move well, you hear? It moves at a speed, man. Either.
That's quite a lot.
Of course, it has to be a lot here, man. A lot, you hear?
But it's healthy? Yeah, this chill.
I'm telling you, you gotta stay sharp because a lot of cops come around.
A lot.
DJs, they stop you for your ID here and there. But in the end, you know, I'm a beast when it comes to rhythm. They come at me, even if they want to try. I don't go around fronting. I'm always just chill.
What do you recommend I do next? Where should I go?
No, brother, there are several here. Here's one.
Which one is that?
There.
Ah, it's over there.
The big jack.
What's it called?
Punta Brava.
Ah, Punta Brava. Red?
There's another one over there called La Globita, Star of the Sea. What, brother? This? A girl might charge you $15, $20.
There's something really curious all along the avenue. It's that there are lots of bars and nightclubs that are even open during the day, which is something I've seen in very few cities in Venezuela. The truth is, the south of Valencia shows a side that's very different from the economic crisis everyone talks about in Venezuela. Here you see a vibrant and active business scene in every way. However, seeing electric generators at the doors of businesses makes me understand the other reality. Venezuelan business owners have already adapted, and the issue of electricity is no longer an obstacle to working day to day. Look at this, very popular. I mean, seeing candy stands in these places, there are all kinds.
Fans for $16.50.
And that's a good price. I've seen them for 25 and even 30. But I want to discover more. The avenue is really big, so I decide to talk to a friend who has a motorcycle so he can take me for a ride on it. A more common way to get around in this city. All right, we're starting the tour. Which avenue is this, Josue?
This is Lara Avenue heading south. This historic avenue takes us directly toward what used to be the famous Plaza de Toros bull ring.
Josue tells me that years ago, the south side was very dangerous, but today, it shows a much calmer side. On one side, we're surprised by a moto pirouetta, now a national sport that you can see on many of the country's avenues. This area is huge. You could consider it a city within another city. That makes everyone want to sell things here. It's already bustling with activity. And that overpass over there is exactly the Santa Rosa overpass. On the other side, there's like a small park or something like that. And behind, the window washers. One thing that's definitely everywhere, and I've noticed it, is the number of police officers all over the city now, right? Look, over here, you can see how much more crowded it is. I mean, as we go further in, you could really see how much busier it gets. A total change. This place is like a magnet, and every day you see more and more people. Here, the issue of immigration doesn't seem to have had much of an impact. But even if it doesn't look like it, the truth is that a lot of people, even locals, have immigrated. But it's also true that many others are coming back. They return for different reasons, because they miss their families, because of the use of the dollar, or maybe for other reasons. But if you ask me whether I would invest in the southern part of Valencia, my answer is yes. Without a doubt, this place is attractively affordable for investment. One really good thing is the price competition in this bustling area. It's ideal if you want to buy things cheaper and with more variety too. Each sector is organized. Furniture stores, fruit shops, everything is set up in an organized way, which really catches my attention. It's impressive to see people of all ages working. And even though you can find everything in Venezuela now, it's also more expensive. Therefore, you have to work much harder than before. Where are we now, Julio?
We're right at the Pelota station in the south of Valencia, on Las Ferias Avenue. And we can immediately notice that all the shops are dark because there's no electricity.
Yeah, I just noticed that too, that they had generators. However, the economy doesn't stop. People here work magic. Look, up ahead, you can even see how they have generators. It's basically mandatory to have a generator, right?
So the businesses don't have to stop. Because remember, when the power goes out, at least in Valencia, Carabobo, card readers go down, the internet goes out, a lot of things stop working.
It's basically mandatory. Every 30 meters, there's a generator, and I don't think any business owner would dare close their shop just because of a power outage. We're talking about losing thousands of dollars if one of these businesses had to close for a day. It's really remarkable how the economy moves here. I can even imagine that these simple Tizana or Chicha vendors I've talked to who tell me they make $200 in a day, I'm inclined to believe it because you can really see the activity. And
you see a lot of informal entrepreneurs, and obviously you can tell that if they're investing like this, it's because they're doing better than if they were looking for a job and working as an employee.
Maybe that's the reason, Julio, why so many Venezuelans don't leave the country, right? And others are even coming back. Look, it's incredible. This is what I always say, and it's worth it. Whoa, we almost got run over. That it's worth coming out to walk around and see the reality of these places, because here you can see what real life is like. Look, the sales of used things, which is something that's basically a must in every city in Venezuela these days.
I see in Bogota, I saw it a lot, but here in Venezuela it's the same.
Wow, the variety of things is incredible. Well, here you can find even what you least expect. Hi, how are you?
Hello?
And honestly, I think it's a good option because what used to happen in Venezuela before this, people used to throw everything away or store it all in a place, right?
Look, people realize that one person's trash is another person's treasure.
That's right. What people don't know is that there are many countries that have grown thanks to informal activity. For example, Peru's main source of income comes from informal activity because they collect a lot of taxes from it. Exactly. So these informal workers, okay, maybe they don't pay taxes to the state. But regardless, when they go to buy at a supermarket, they're buying products, and that income helps the supermarket owner pay taxes, right? So that's the point I'm trying to make. That, well, everything has value. They have value too. Look, how interesting. And this is also something that really catches my attention, guys. Look, there's small houses that have opened up and set up their own little businesses. And that's pretty appealing. Are you an employee? Oh, but look, this place is really well stocked. Before, in Venezuela, there was a lot of scarcity, but now you can even go to a tiny stand in someone's house and they have everything you could imagine. What you find in a supermarket, you can now get at a little shop stand. Today, I leave with the best impression of one of the most underrated areas of this city, but I don't want to go without trying its delicious street food. A must-stop for anyone visiting the south of Valencia. Another spot that's probably unmissable in the South are the hunger streets or grill streets. These are places where there are plenty of grills right on the street, offering food at really good prices. People come and order a grill plate for about $4, maybe even less, and enjoy a great meal. All right, here's the guy getting the grill ready for us to eat. Bro, what are you chopping up there?
It's pork leg.
My man, this is boiling hot, but you can feel it.
That is amazing.
It tastes like Christmas ham. It seems to have the same seasoning, or else it doesn't. What else does it have? Priscilla? Dolphins?
Yes, chorizo.
Meat, chicken, petrilla. Wow, and the bread is quite the expert there. Now, meat. What kind of cut of meat is that, Ralph? Back toy, right? No wonder it's so soft. Those are the kinds of things I haven't seen over there. For example, in margarita, they use any kind of meat, which means that when you go to eat the meat, it's really tough. And look, here's the secret. Back point cut. And that's it. Just part of what the grill is all about. Imagine that. Besides that, it comes with yuca. And even though they say this grill is for 3 people, I think 4 could easily eat here. This is the mixed grill, mega grill, bro. Is that what it's called? Wow, you really outdid yourself. I don't know about you, Julio, but I think I'm really starting to like the South because look, I can't even lift this. I'm trying to lift it, but this literally weighs about 2 to 3 kilos, I'd say.
A big normal human being couldn't eat that alone.
Nah, look at this. Obviously, we're not going to eat it alone. We're going to eat it together. But the flies are just, well...
But it's a pair.
They're practically obsessed with this food, I'd say. No, it's incredible. Part of the experience of coming down south here in Valencia. Well, the moment has come, Julio, my friend, to try it. Let's try this barbecue. Let's see how it is. What we have here is rump steak. Incredible, delicious. And of course, you might be wondering, how much does such a big barbecue cost? $13 for this barbecue, about 2 kilos. Look, a follower of the channel from here. He's here. What's up, bro? How are you?
Hey man, all good?
All good. I'm here for the barbecue.
Nice.
No, it's crazy here. I think I'm staying here in Valencia. All right, bro. Take care. Exploring every street, every bit of sidewalk, and getting to know the reality of a people who never give up has changed the way I see the south of Valencia. A place, without a doubt, full of hard-working and kind people who will welcome you when you visit.